Hello guys, so welcome back to my channel. My name is Vishal. In this video, let's have a look on how to sculpt the shoe in the ZBrush, and I'll be showing the easiest way possible. It's very quick and easy to do, and it doesn't take much of your time to build this shoe model in ZBrush, unlike your traditional methods. So without waiting further, we will start into the video. So let's start the basic sculpting of the shoe model using the primitive, the Lightbox basic example dynamo sphere. So I just double click this dynamo sphere and then I start sculpting. The shoe is asymmetrical, so I'll be switching off the symmetry by pressing X on the keyboard, and I'll just go to the top view and then, or maybe the side view, and I just scale this model something like that, and I also just extrude this way. So I'll just go to the top view first and then select the move tool, move brush, and then just grab this points and then move it and get the sole shape what generally a normal shoe looks like. So once that is achieved, I'm going to go to the side view and I just select the move tool and then select the gear button here and then choose the flatten deformer and then just flatten the sole on the bottom side here and then just accept that, and then I select the model from the side view and I just mask it like that and then blur out those points and then move those points something like this. So I will choose the smooth brush and then just smoothen those things, or I can select the mask on the bottom and then I'll go to the deformation menu and then just choose this polish brush and then just polish this model. Once that is achieved, I select the move again, then soften the model and then start getting the shoe shape like this. So I just apply the polish slightly and then smoothen this model. This is a rough block. There's nothing important about the details on this model. This will serve as the base mesh so that I can extract things from here. So I select the deformer and then choose the bend curve and then add a few points here, and then I'm going to select this point and then just lift it up slightly, and it's all about putting some details on the ground level. Just it's a slight curvature I'm just trying to get onto this model and then get that look and feel. So once that is done, I'm going to select those points and then so this model looks good at this particular point. So once that is done, we will be using this model for extracting different shapes. So let's see how this is going to work. So I've got this geometry here. I'll be using the Dynamesh with a resolution of maybe 128 and then drag it, and you should be able to see that has got more polygons in comparison what we had earlier. So I'm just smoothing this model so that the result looks good. Maybe you can just do some touch up so that you get a neat surface. Just applying smooth, applying clay, and so you should be able to see the slight dent here. So I'm adding some clay and then adding the smooth again. So just try to fix small details there which we have. So once we got the model here, we have to use this model for extracting the mesh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extract several type of models here on top of this. So for example, the whole body and the sole, if I need to extract, I will be masking this both and this model and then extract it. So for the extraction, it is very important for us to get a neat shape. So I'm going to use the mask lasso tool, or maybe I can use the mask curve tool, and then I'm going to draw the mask for the sole. So I'm going to just click and drag till here and then press Alt at this point and then come here and then Alt and then come here. Then I'm slightly going up, okay? Press Alt, and then here when it's coming back, it should slightly raise. Press Alt, and then just release. And you should be able to see I've got this neat shape here, which I'm going to invert it by just holding Control and click on the model. So once that is done, I'm going to use the extract tool, okay? So I'll just click on the extract and then click the extract button here, and then that will generally give me a model visualization. If I just rotate, it may go away. So extract, and I would be using the thickness of 0.03 and then once that is achieved, I'm going to apply accept. And then if you could able to see, I got a sole of the shoe. So I'm going to select a very angle and then press alt. So I'm very much close to the surface here, and I'll just go all the way till here. Okay, so that is going to mask, and I'm going to invert it, and this is a little bit more thin in comparison to what we had earlier. And I'm going to hit extract, but this time I'm going to choose 0.015, and you should be able to see the extract is less thinner than the sole, and then accept that. Now once that is done, you should be able to see you got the shoe sole and the body of the shoe. Okay, now once that is done, I need to keep making more patches, okay, which will generally allow us to build the shoe here. So if you could be able to see, I got the shoe body and the sole. I'll be hiding these two details, and then I'll be clearing the mask, or maybe I'll just clear the mask here, and then I will be getting one more shape here for the sake of the patch what we have here between the lace. So I'll use the curve tool again, and again I just go for the very slant surface, and I'm going to select up to this level. And once that is done, I'm going to select the extract. Okay, so once that is extract, hit accept, clear the mask, and I'll be bringing up these three models and hiding the original model there. So I can just move this patch a little bit. So I'll be selecting the knife tool here. We got a knife tool, so I'm going to select those knife tool, and then select shift control, okay, and then click and then pick the knife tool, and then just draw a line here. Okay, make the shape more round like that. So once that is achieved, I'm going to select the sub tool and bring on this particular model, okay, and select the lasso tool here, and then just go for the extract feature with 0.008, and then extract it and then accept it. So once that is done, you can clear the mask on both the models, and that gives you a patch here. And now I'll be using on this particular model, I'll do the lasso, mask lasso, and just draw the shape. So that gives up a small patch shape here. So I'm going to select that one and then apply extract, and the thickness should be 0.005, and it's slightly thinner. Then accept it, clear the mask, extract and then accept it, clear the mask on both the models here. So once you get all these basic shapes here, you can generally do the Z remesh and then start applying some details on top of it, which will be quite easy to do. I select the sole here, and I just wanted to add an extra layer on top of it. So I'm going to select the mask lasso and then draw some shapes on top of it, which will give me this extra layer of the detail. So I'm going to mask it that way, okay, and then I'll be sharpening up and then apply this extract. Okay, so that gives you a double layer of sole. So I'll choose a thickness of 0.002 and then extract it and then accept it. Then clear the masking on both these models. So I got all the patches which generally require to complete my design. And once that is done, we do the Z remesh and then do some details on top of it. So what I'm going to do is I will be selecting these models and then do the Z remesher. So I'll just go to the geometry and then use Z remesher tool, and let me enable the polygon frame and then enable keep groups option also, and then there's a polygon count of 5000. Let's see how this is going to come. So once I extract this, I should get some decent looking polygon frame here. If I want less number of polygons, maybe I can reduce that too. So I'm putting a value of 3,500 polygons. I need to look on this area where I could generally add some spherical shapes and then make some holes or punch some holes there. So maybe I can go back to 5000 and then extract it. That should be fair enough to build my model. So I need to just enable the keep groups feature on, which I have not checked on for the models. So the polygon count looks less at this point, so I'll put a value of 1000 and try, maybe 2000. Keep groups on. Keep groups on. Poly groups are very important here. So as you could see, we came a very long way in a shortcut. I mean, in terms of model, we came a long way, but it didn't took too much of time to build up to this particular level. So we need to add more details in this particular model so that it start looking in a better way. So I'm going to select this particular model here, and then you should be able to see we got some details in center. So I'm going to select this particular sub tool and duplicate this model here. So once that is done, I'm going to hold Shift Control and click and inverse it. Okay, and once that is inverted, I'm going to delete the geometry which is hidden. So I go to the modify topology and use delete hidden feature, and I'm going to select the display properties and enable double so that I could see this model from both sides. Press Ctrl W and bring on, and here what we will do is we will go to the masking, and then we got the border masking which will mask the border of the model, and then we will go to the deformation. Okay, and then we use this inflate, or we use the inflate balloon feature. Okay, this balloon feature is not keeping things intact with the model, so we'll use the inflate only. Here is where I'm going to add some lines. I use the Z modeler and then add a line at this particular point there. Okay, so let me solo out this model and then add a line here. These lines are pretty important now because that's going to be a bit round. Okay, now let's go back and then try mask border feature on, and then deformation. Let's choose inflate. Balloon is not really working. Inflate is doing the job. You should be able to see. Okay, that's giving me that soft cushion like detail. You should be able to see I got that nice soft cloth which we generally have inside the shoes there. Okay, now once it is done, maybe you can use the move brush and then just try to bring it close to the model. I'll see that thing maybe after smoothing out the model here. I clear the mask and then use the Z modeler and then use the slide feature and then slide it like that. And also I will use the bevel and then bevel it up, and then we have a transpose tool for the poly loop, and then just slightly move it up. So before I just go on this side, I want to mask up to this level and then move it up so that it only affects in this area. Okay, and I press D and then see the way it looks like. That's fair enough. So I got that nice cushion from inside. Okay, now we got this sole. What all things I need to do on this sole is important. So I've done the Z remeasure, and then I need to punch holes so that I can put lace on top of it. So I select this body model here, and then it has got 3 poly groups. So I hold Shift Control and click on the model here, and then inverse that model, and then I'll go to the modify topology and then use delete hidden feature, which will delete all the faces which are inside. I press Ctrl W just to keep one polygon group and divide it one time, and then delete the lower part of this. So once that is done, I'm going to punch some holes here. So I select the Z modeler tool here, and I'm going to select this tool called sphere eyes, and then select 4 faces here. So I'm just leaving maybe up to these 2 points there, and then just click and drag like that, and I'll leave 1, 2, 3, 4 faces, and then select 2, and then just click and drag like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Click and drag. So I'll be making the spherical shapes here. So you should be able to see I've got these holes which are basically having a different poly groups all together. You could see them clearly. Now I'm going to select the tool here called extrude. Okay, and then choose poly group all, and then select those polygons and then just push inside. Once that is done, I can delete the faces, or I can leave it like that, and you can just keep one level and then go for another level deep inside. That will generally crease those polygons, and then when we apply mesh smooth, it will stay intact there. So once that is done, you can start adding more details at that particular point there. So I select this model here from the sub tool. Okay, and I'm going to duplicate that sub tool, and then I'm going to select, hide these points actually. Okay, I just want to remove the points on, which are the hole and the body part, and I'll just delete those points using the geometry modify topology tool. Okay, delete hidden. So those are gone, and then I will switch off the solo button here. You should be able to see those points. Okay, so here I need to just remove the loop and delete those faces. Okay, So I select the delete, and I need to select the polygon, delete, and polygon loop. So that just deletes those faces. Okay. So once that is done, I'm going to select the extrude tool. Okay, extrude, and then all polygons, and then extrude those lines there like that. Okay. So let me put the solo button on. Okay, and I'm going to select the edge and transpose edge loop complete, and then scale it out. So let's see how this is going to come. So I need to modify whatever I'm doing for all of them. So I will select a transpose for poly loop and then move it out. Okay, so that gives me that rib around the hole. So I need to do with all of them. So you can see we have got this rivets or ribs around the model, and also we got the holes, I mean the base model also getting that detail. So we can have a look on the model with the materials on top of it, and this model is slightly coming over. Okay, so that it generally gives up the lace details. Okay, so when we add more details on top of it, it starts looking much better as the shoe. So let's see that. So you should be able to see there is some polygon issues. I mean, they are almost long and rectangular. So I'll just go to the Z remeasure, and then I would like to take a polygon count of 2, and then do the Z remesh, which gives up me a nice quad mesh. And once that is done, I'm going to scale it and then put it there like that. So I need to duplicate this particular subtool. Okay, and then just put it here, and then just duplicate it, and then first we will work on this particular model. So for that I'll be choosing the bend curve feature, and I would like to add the resolution. Okay, and we also need to add the symmetry. So if I do something on this side, it's going to do on the opposite side also. So the model is not symmetrical, so I need to bring it down and then put it there like that. So once I've added, I'm going to add one more point or 2 more points there, and then I'm going to scale this particular point and then dip it into this. Very similarly, I'm going to select this one and then choose the scale feature and then dip it inside, so that the model looks properly connected with the shoe model there. Okay, let me just click okay. So it's all about handling the bend curve and the cylinder, and you get the lace after a slow and steady process, which is basically used to craft this lace. It's not as easy as you tying up your shoelace, because you see every part of this model has been carefully crafted. And once that is done, I have a few more details I need to put here and there, which adds up more look and feel to the model. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this particular model, okay, and I'm going to duplicate this model here, and then solo out it, and then delete all of these polygons by just holding shift control. It's having thickness and the back faces, so all that will be hidden temporarily by holding shift control and click. Once that is done, I'll go to the geometry and then modify topology and then hit delete hidden. Once that is done, I'm going to select the rectangle tool, select, okay, just click that button and everything is gone, and then you have that nice strap almost in the middle. Actually this model is not symmetrical, so it's a little bit off, but you can slightly move into the center. And if you feel that this model need to be more straight, then you can do one thing. You can select those points and then scale it, and then that becomes straight. Do the same thing on the opposite side and then scale it, and that becomes straight. So it's slightly penetrating in and out. It's okay, that can be fixed quickly. Now I'm going to select the Z modeler and then choose extrude using all polygons extrusion, and then slightly pull those faces. Now I'm going to select these polygons here and then just move it outside like that. So once that is done, I just hit the solo button, press Ctrl W, and I will be deleting the faces on both sides here. Here there's some problem, slightly. So you should be able to see I've got two separate polygroups on the sides and the middle. I'll be deleting those points, delete hidden, and then use the Z modeler and then extrude all polygons to give that slight thickness for the model. Once that is done, you should be able to see that I've got this. I will duplicate this, and on the duplicated model I will try all this divisions and all. So I'll just go to the divide and delete lower, and this brings up a lot of polygons. So that gives you this sort of shape here. So I'm going to use the sub tool and then go to the extract and then extract it like that. So the extract thing, the thickness is very important for me. Yeah, that's okay. And then accept it and then remove those points there. I will go to this particular model, and this model which I've just now got, I'll be deleting that. I don't want that model. I'll go after this and then just try to get some more shape here. So this is having some shape in comparison with what I have. So I'll be using the split to parts and then remove any unwanted points which generally came after that. So that's a model. So select this and then move it close to that. Then use merge down feature and then use the Z remesh tool using keep polygroups button on. Okay. So I'll put a value of 1.5000 and then do the Z remesh, and that adds this model on top of it. So you should be able to see how I've achieved the overall details on top of the model. I mean, how I build a shoe model completely. Guys, I hope you liked this video very much, and I tried my best to simplify this model, and I have not skipped any part of the whole process. If you like the video, hit the like button, and if you got any questions related to the workflow and all, feel free to ask me in the comment section, and subscribe my channel and keep supporting it for more such videos. Thank you very much.